How's it hanging, guys? In the Works Media here, and my dog has been keeping me super busy today. I don't know what it is, but he is an attention whore, and every time I look away, he keeps barking, so he keeps ruining this. But we actually just got a 5-month-old English Bulldog puppy, and he is extremely adorable. And a lot of people seem to not like this breed because they're short, stout, and wrinkly, but I think that's one of the most defining characteristics of him. And we love him. He's a really chill bro. We almost actually named him Chill Bro. You know, I could have given him a ghillie suit and a silenced galil, and it would have been perfect for him because he just kind of likes to sit there and hang out. He's been a handful, but raising a puppy is a lot like raising a baby because they're so helpless and they need so much. But I don't know. It's been a pretty fun time with him. It's been really enjoyable. I don't know. I like having a dog. He's kind of like, you know, and that little guy will just sit next to you and chill. But anyways, we ended up naming him Winchester, which is funny because a lot of you guys know that I do work for Winchester Ammunition. And last night was a very interesting night, or at least the story that arose from it, because we've known for a while that there's a possibility of losing our jobs to relocation because they're relocating to Mississippi. And a lot of people have been on edge lately, but last night we got our first interaction with this new boss that they brought in. Basically, with all this talk of moving and stuff like that, they wanted to bring in someone to basically lay down the law to make sure people didn't slack around because they knew that they were losing their jobs. Well, anyways, this lady is there's a lot of myths surrounding this lady because she's worked in other departments, and basically all she is a headhunter. She comes in, she enforces rules, and she fires people, basically. So we're not really too excited about having her in our department. So we hadn't seen this lady other than the first walk-around tour. We had no interactions with her on our shift until last night. Basically, she shows up, and we're not really knowing what to expect. We've heard, she's tall, she's old, and we've obviously heard that she's a lesbian, and we're like, well, that's not really going to mean anything. Well, anyways, we're waiting for this lady to show up. We're sitting in the cafeteria, and we see her pull up, and lo and behold, she is driving a Harley, and we're like, oh man. So first thing out of the gate, we know this lady is going to be, she's going to be legit. She's going to be pretty strict because she used to be a security officer for the head security officer for the plant. So we're already fearing for the worst. And she walks in, and she's got really, really short silver hair because she's old and she's tall. She's about my height. I think I'm 6'2", maybe a little bit more, and she looks me in the eye. So she is a big lady. She's very tall and very intimidating. I mean, I'm not saying that I was intimidated by her, but a lot of people were put off by the fact that she was a giant lady, and she does not like anyone. Man, woman, child, dog, she doesn't like them. So there's a lot of myths surrounding this lady, and a lot of it turned out to be true because last night, she shows up and she's telling us blah, blah, blah. If you don't follow the rules, I'm going to write you up, I'm going to fire you, etc., etc. And a lot of people have been worried that they're going to be moving the plant very soon. And we actually found out last night that that might be true. They actually handed us these surveys, and they're like, what are your qualifications? And would you be willing to accept a severance when you move? And we're like, why would you be giving us this if you weren't moving? They were trying to assure us that they weren't moving anytime soon. And, the lady's come in, and she's basically enacted these really strange new policies. You basically cannot sit down on the job anymore, which is kind of ridiculous for some positions because when you're moving that much and you have downtime, obviously you're going to sit down. So this lady is extremely strict. And so we're filling out these things. I don't really have much to put on mine because a lot of the jobs that are on there don't apply to me because I work in different aspects of the plant. It's more of like, I worked in quality, and now I work up in, it's a similar thing. It's where they put the like defect bullets up there. So I inspect that, I weigh them and stuff like that. So my jobs aren't really listed on this sheet. So being the clown I am, I decided that since most likely there's a chance that we'll lose our jobs in the coming weeks, I decided to make my own category, and I added a little thing on there for quality verification, and then I checked that off, and then I wrote kicking ass and the Hickson, which is one of the machines there that we know how to run. So I added my own little box for kicking ass, and I checked it off, and then I turned it in, and our nighttime supervisor just looks at me, and she was not happy. She told me, this is serious. If what's-her-face sees this, she's going to be really mad at me. Well, they turned them all in, and, I guess I'll find out today how bad Lesbo Boss is mad at me. So I don't know. But the first interaction I had with this lady was negative. Like, she had literally been there a day, and I'm carrying these 2 boxes in each hand, and they're empty. And I'm just carrying them up to my, the cart where the cardboard guy takes them out. So I'm carrying these boxes over there, and she looks at me, and she's like, "Now who's this guy?" She says to like one of our supervisors, and he's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about him." She's like, "Well, he doesn't know how to carry boxes apparently, because you're supposed to carry them in front of your body." So this lady's getting on me because I'm carrying these literally 1-pound boxes off to the side with 2 arms, and she's trying to tell me that I need to carry them in front of me. So luckily she didn't write me up or fire me for that one, but she is definitely someone that we are going to be scared of. Apparently, like, she'll park her car in other aspects of in other parts of the plant, like over, in a different parking lot, and then she'll walk to our building in hopes of kind of catching you off guard. She tries to play like that ninja role, like she's using Ninja Pro, sneaking up on us, trying to catch us doing something bad, She's trying to catch us using Second Chance or something up, sitting up in the in rooms camping, not doing anything. But yeah, she's definitely laying down the law, and it's really made work stressful. It's really stressful knowing that you're going to lose your job very soon. I'm not really too interested in losing my job. I know a lot of people that have worked there for a while are actually kind of excited to be getting the severance. They see it as a new opportunity. I see it as me being unemployed again, and I am not interested in doing that. So it's been a pretty stressful week. I don't know. I'm sure someone who's listening to this has been through something very similar. With the fear of getting laid off is, I don't know. It's nothing I've ever been through, so it's kind of a new experience. But hopefully things go all right, and it's been an all right week for the most part. But I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.